I get, obviously asked a lot. I would say one of the questions that I get asked about the most is, what character would you like to see appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And that's a question that I've answered before. But thinking about it in context of where we're at from a subcultural standpoint in comic books and in Hollywood, truth be told, I believe I've reached a point to where I don't want to see some of my favorite characters appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know why? Because they're not going to do them any fucking justice. See, the normies have taken over. The directors, the actors and actresses think everything's about them. They're vanity projects. They want them to be whatever statement that they can make, that's what it is. So if they have to change the character to fit that whatever system that is, belief system that is, that's exactly what they're going to do. Look, guys, I've said it many times before. How I approach comic book related material when it comes to live action, so TV shows as well as movies, I don't give a fuck who plays those characters. I have zero connection to Hollywood. I just expect them to look and act like the character. That's it. They can grab people off the street for all I care. Names don't impress me. But having known that they don't even care about that, they're getting people that are blatantly not connected to this stuff. As in, there are plenty of nerds, as an example, who could write a script that is based on, let's say, some sort of source material, and write a script to make it cross over, let's say, in a live action setting that and makes sense. Those aren't the people that are getting the jobs. The people that get the jobs are people like Jack Schaefer, who gets to be a showrunner for Wanda Vision, as well as she did some stuff with Black Widow. Having fucking never heard of Mephisto, which to me is the ultimate slap in the face. But more so, it shows you where they're at, is that they are hiring people that are not fit for the jobs. Imagine actually being a showrunner for fucking WandaVision, using the twins, having not known who Mephisto was until you started going on a promotional tour. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. It's inexcusable, but that's where we're at. So I know that I am not going to get the version of the character that is even remotely like him. They may look like him loosely, may wear a similar colored suit, but are they going to generally act like them? And even in some cases actually look like them in terms of like, yeah, they'll race swap, do whatever. Probably not. Not now. Maybe early on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because it wasn't built upon this. Maybe early on, but going now in the direction now, when you hear Kevin Feige and Victoria Alonso say what they're prioritizing, you got the Eternals cast. Like, I think all but 2 of the Eternals are tokenized. Like, they didn't even try. And like, Kevin Feige says they wanted to use the Eternals because they thought, well, people aren't as knowledgeable on them, so we get to do all of this diversity bullshit. Anyway. So yeah, man, having known that, maybe I don't want them to appear because they're going to fuck them up anyway. Like, I'm not going to get the version of the character that I want and expect. And then, the normies will eat it up anyway. Look, normies, the ones that are assholes, will eat anything that the Marvel Cinematic Universe throws at them. So the fact that people act as if, well, it's a different universe. No. That's only an appeal to normies who don't have any connection to the material. They may know of the character, which some of these characters are iconic like that. They're part of American culture. You got people that know who Batman, Superman, obviously on the DC side, but when it comes to the X-Men and Spider-Man and stuff like that, these characters, they know of them maybe through video games and stuff like that, having never picked up a book. So what version of the character you get, they don't even give a fuck. Everything that they're gonna become experts on is some shit that they just Googled, and that's who they're appealing to. So having known they're bringing people on the material that have zero connection to it, I know I'm not going to get a version of the character that I even care about, that even matters, because it's just going to be the character and name. They couldn't even do Spider-Man right. I know some of y'all love Tom Holland. I don't care. He sucks as Spider-Man. As Peter Parker, he's dog shit. Y'all can argue. I really don't even care to get in the argument of who y'all like more or who's the more accurate Spider-Man between. Maybe I can for another conversation. Andrew and what's his name? Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. But what we can say and what's not up for dispute is those two up here and Iron Boy, a.k.a. Tom Holland, is down here. Meaning that he's not even fucking close. In terms of how his relationship is with the other characters as well, it is the most inaccurate live-action depiction of Spider-Man that we've ever got. It's not even close. But who cares? He swings around in a blue and red suit. That's good enough for them. So having known that, having understood that, why would I want to look forward to a character that I like appearing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I don't care for them to do that. In fact, I'm getting to the point to where it's probably a net positive that they don't appear at this point until the climate changes. And maybe it will. I'm not going to be waiting around for it, but maybe it will. I'm certainly not going to hold my breath. Maybe it will. But right now, with what they prioritize, what they want to highlight, who's being a part of the project, where they're going in the future, with what we seeing with like the Eternals cat. Dude, this shit, I'm not interested. So maybe when we look at, all these characters, I even talked about it, line skipping and stuff like that, characters nobody asked for. Maybe looking at it in context, though I might not like it, it may be a net positive. Because at least they won't fuck up Brother Voodoo or someone like that when he does arrive. But unfortunately, he'll probably appear. They fucked up Monica Rambeau. The minute we saw her, they managed to botch that. Having her looking up to Carol Danvers, which is probably the most, look, I've said my time and time again, when it comes to just fucking up characters, Captain Marvel is the worst movie in the fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's not even close. What they did to Marvel and what they did to Monica Rambeau was fucking criminal. My first sight of Monica Rambeau is her being a child looking up to Carol Danvers. What the fuck are you doing, bro? So maybe I don't want them up here. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.